Alright, I'm short here. We've been seeing some good setups. I just noticed a nice divergence here. Didn't want to miss any of this. This is going into 3 o'clock, but a decent enough divergence. What I call a running divergence. I think it's a really good one. 50-period moving average underneath us. I think we get 5 points on this. Alright, let's watch this. Stop is right at the highs of the session, right above, one tick above the highs of the session. And again, this is based off of a divergence setup right now. So we're going to let this sell off here. 2 contracts on right now, and again, the only trade I would be taking here is a divergence trade. This is a true divergence. This is one that we're live now. Again, we're looking for making about $100 on this trade. And again, the important thing is to understand that there'll probably be a couple opportunities a day to take this type of trade, and that's what we have our tools together. We have our tradeometer and our RAM bot, but most of all, be pointing these out every day live on Day Trading Radio. So, not even to mention, in our dashboard we have hundreds of traders also trading these setups. All right, let's let this thing make us money today. The divergence also has a textbook channel underneath it, which is important for our targets. And again, this is all part of the methodology. All part of the methodology. When you have an underlying channel, and it's even a tighter channel. I have a big channel here, but there's even a tighter one, which I'll be looking for. But this is pretty good. Again, like I said, we get down to 63.06. Maybe we even sell off a little bit more, because you can see the rotation here taking its own sweet time. Here. We're up $20 now. Put things in perspective here. I have 2 contracts. If you get a broker with a $500 day trading margin, you can pick up a contract for $500. So basically, $1,000 invested in the trade, and we're looking to make $100, which is a 10% on your money real fast. Do that 3 times a day. Which is our, even more if we could just have the patience to wait for those setups. And pretty comfortable. I'm comfortable on this setup. This is our go-to setup, so I'm extremely comfortable with the setup. I'll get up, pour myself a drink, come back, and cash out. This is what we come to work for, this type of setup right now. This is what we do each day. One trade here pays for a monthly membership here at Day Trading Radio. So you get all the 2s and stuff. One trade pays for all that. Now we could take this off, or we could roll with it. Our first rotation is really going to be based off of the stochastic rotation. If we get down to 20, that's where I'd like to take it off. I have a feeling that trend line is going to come into play. And probably the hardest thing about trading is having a profit and not knowing when to take off take it off. Basically take it down. All right, now I think we did pretty good here. We're going to probably close this out right along that trend line.
Order filled.
I'm taking it out. I'm taking it out there, and that's it. That's a divergent setup. And I actually probably, and again, I'm actually putting out the watch list. So I want to take advantage of it, not having 100% dedication, or at least concentration on the trade. I do have the divergence. I had my stop in, had our profit zone in. Want to take it off on that trend line with the rotation. The rotation hasn't happened yet, so we have a good shot of actually breaking down further. But that's it. You can see what we just did there. $170, just like that. There's actually a little left over from the other trade. And that's where we are right there. And that's all we have to wait for every single day. 1, 2, 3 setups. Just cash in. That's it. I'd like to pass that on to you. I see you in the markets.